What's up all my successful gamers and welcome back to The Witcher 3's Blood and Wine DLC. It's time to wrap up all our exploring here and then it's on to the main quest. So, I did a thing. First, this is where we are heading to. We're gonna go right here for a hidden treasure quest. So this is what I have done. As I said in the last episode, I completely made a switch to Grandmaster Griffin gear. Got all 6 on. I even took off Erendite because what we want is to maximize our signs, and Erendite does not really do that. So I have sign intensity on both my swords, and on every single armor piece I have on Igni sign intensity, and then I have rotation on my chest armor piece here. And the 2 potions I'm going to be running is Superior Tawny and Superior Petrie's Filter for sign intensity. Then I have Ancient Leshen Decoction as well. So that's it for all my gear. I was going to put another sign intensity here, but I didn't know what else to put on. So I didn't end up putting anything, and also I ran out of money. So I basically had one goal, which was to drain all of my money, and I did it successfully by making a bunch of Grandmaster gear. So this is the final product. I did choose on running focus instead of another sign skill and then putting a blue sign intensity mutagen right here just because it's kind of almost the same thing. But essentially this is what I got. What you see over here is literally what I got into the tree here. The one thing that I did differently from the other build though was I put on Synergy, which increases bonus for the mutagen place in the mutagen slot by 50%. So that's why the sign intensity is a little bit higher than 40%, now 60%. So we can do a couple new tricks now. One being Igni now does a full 360. Our Yrden, absolutely freaking massive circle now. And we can now have a full bubble shield. Like it's freaking Halo or something, and it also explodes. So just a couple of things that we did differently. Pretty cool. Thought it was time for a little bit of a change here. Now, one thing I do need to point out about this build is, now the whole cheese from using this build, it comes from using our Yrden traps. So whenever we are in our Yrden trap, our sign intensity is increased by 100%. So that's kind of where the cheese comes from. I'm gonna go ahead and loot this guy. And let's go get our treasure. This little thing sticking out of the water is what we're looking for here, and it should be at the bottom underneath it. There it is. Alright, next we're over here at the Discarded Treasure, then we're going to head over here to this monster den. Alright, we are actually here. Let's go ahead and put everything down real quick. And the good thing about this build is our sword damage isn't completely useless. It actually does a little bit of damage, so that's the best part about this build. But it's a really fun build. I used to... The only thing about this build is I constantly always do this build when I'm playing this game, so that's the only reason why I went in combat build the most of the whole entire game. I didn't really actually go this build exactly. I always went the piercing cold burn build that I told you guys about. I always kind of tend to go that route, but at some point I always do this sign build, so that's why I kind of didn't want to do it this time around, but super fun. It's just very, very tricky because we don't have Undying on this build, so on Death March with enemy upscaling it's just a little bit tricky, a little difficult. It's very dangerous, but we'll make it work. Next area here, but you guys kind of know, you know, the game by now and stuff. You guys have, you know your own playstyles and stuff. You guys can kind of tweak the build or whatever to how you guys like. I think there's a little enchantment that whenever you get into a you automatically pop windshield, so that can be very, very helpful. Oh, damn. We get a bunch of free pops too, so there's like certain times where you can kind of just spam it. Alright, let's pop Quinn and go down here.
Show me what you got.
Nice. Alright, took care of all these guys. A little bit of Igni spamming there.
Kiki more breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
And this one you can't actually burn them, you have to literally destroy it, otherwise it won't work, as you can see. But yeah, this build is really great for spamming. The more adrenaline points and stuff that you guys have, the better. The more damage you do, the more you can spam and stuff like that. Now it's quite literally time to climb our way out of this cave. And when we do, we're going to be right outside near a Vineyard Infestation, so we can just go ahead and go to that. Then there's a fast travel that we can grab right there. Alright, we're here. More kicking worse. Easy peasy. Alright, next we are hitting up this undiscovered location. It's another Vineyard Infestation. On our way, we're going to swing up and pick this fast travel up. And then when we're done with this infestation, we're actually going to use the fast travel to go back over here to Tynne Crossroads. And we're going to hit up this other question mark right here. Oh, damn. I'm getting jumped. That one actually came up behind me.
Kiki more breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
Alright, we are here.
Lucky break. That's the only reason you won me, Gwent, Tynne.
Do I know you?
Yes? Oh,
Oi,
welcome.
Master Witcher! Come here, please!
Yes, I'm here.
Wound doesn't look good. Patch that up quick if I were you, before it starts festering.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
Mm-hmm. And if you wanted a Witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Forgive me. The pain's so blasted bad, it's darkened my mood. A foulness has made its lair in the grotto. I barely escaped with my life. I've been eyeing the cave for a storehouse quite some time. Would you look inside?
See what I can do. Wait here, and you need to clean that wound, trust me.
Well, on the nerves, eh? It's why you're so great.
Hey, Tony Champion! The bells must give you one hefty reduction.
Alright, let's go see what monsters are in here this time. You guys! And we have a ginormous Yrden trap now.
Wonder what happened.
Lead smeared diary. You know what? We just grabbed some white armor dye, and you know what? I think that this armor would look really good in all white. Let's try it out. We have it in all black right now. Let's go ahead and put all white on. We are the White Wolf after all, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think that looks pretty nice. That looks a little bit nicer, I think, than all black. We are the White Wolf after all. I wish the inside of the legs were like black though. That would look really good. Got you, bitch. Did that other one just kill itself, or no? It's right there. I don't even know why I did that. I literally could have just killed it if I just ignited it. Yeah, it just came up and killed itself anyways.
I wonder if I can...
Situation is fucked, sir. Just kidding.
Will you see what's amiss in my storehouse?
Done that
Cleaned it
already.
up for you.
Ran into a few giant centipedes.
And how am I to prevent them from crawling back in?
Don't know. I kill monsters. Don't predict the future.
You needn't be cross, Witcher. You shall get a good price on all my goods. In gratitude. Come back in 2 days' time. You will see the fine storehouse I've made.
I'm off. See you later.
Alrighty. And you guys can come back if you guys really want to.
Ah,
We're off to the next thing. Which is right here at this question mark right here. Alright, we're here at the next guarded treasure. Now, there's a hooded woman here. Clearly, probably not a hooded woman, right?
Leave me alone!
Yeah, about that. What are you doing here? We all saw that coming. Come on now. Oh, this bitch bit me. Thank you. Letter from lover. Alright, so last two things that we're gonna do. Spoontaneous Profits, that's way over here. And then the very last thing that we're gonna stumble upon is up here in this little village. There is available quest. Let's go grab it.
Give me peace, please. What makes you insist on me as your victim? Why choose me to torment? Begone, foul spirit.
Now, this is my all-time favorite quest in the whole entire game. I mentioned this quest a long time ago. This is my most favorite quest. You guys are about to see why.
By what?
Forgive me, but I must ask directly. Are you a man? I no longer trust my senses.
Not exactly. I'm a witcher. Quite a few folk think I don't deserve to be classified as a member of the human species. Know some personally.
A witcher? But no, nor can you help me.
We'll see. Just tell me what the problem is.
A foulness, a demon or wraith haunts me, grants me no rest. It wants something. I sense this, but know not what. Each day it appears, tarries, then leaves. It's here now, there, beyond the trees.
Don't see a thing.
Of course not. It cannot be seen.
Yet you see it?
Only when I drink the brew, which brings a pain to my head, nausea. But I endured these to keep an eye on the wraith, my tormentor.
This demon of yours, can you describe it?
It is an enormous horse, its hoofbeats pounding in the dark. It gallops to me, stops, stares, then runs on.
Sure it's not just a wild horse, run-of-the-mill?
The creature is not of this world. When it gazes at me, a terrible chill pervades my soul. It is evil condensed. Its eyes black, void. Each time it comes, terror grips me. I cease what I'm doing, still my breath and heart.
What's your brew made of? Gotta wonder what's causing such strong visions. You drop in some mushroom, jumper tub, dancing dewlap?
Close. The common grey top. I see you know your herbs.
Grey top? Variety's extinct if I recall correctly.
Nearly, but not quite. I was able to grow a few from dried spores. I'd hoped a brew of grey top would reveal this nightmare. I was not wrong.
Far as I know, grey top produces some powerful side effects. Though it can, in fact, reveal the hidden, the immaterial.
Yes, I see the evil. Better that than to know it is there, but not know where.
Fine. You seem sure something's out there. I'll see what I can do. Start by taking a look around.
Alright, and let us just do that and look around.
Dead moths. Attracted to some ghosts like to the light of a candle. Seems there's at least some truth to the hermit's ravings. Common grey top. Strong hallucinogen. Thought extinct. Don't often get to see that. Drops of blood on the pillow. Trail of him leading to the window. Shutters closed tight. Need to check the other side, see if the trail continues. Trail of blood starts at the pillow, ends here. Medallion's still vibrating.
You were very near to it. It looked at you, then galloped into the woods.
Something drinks the hermit's blood at night. That I know. Gotta talk to her. Maybe she can tell me something more.
Witcher.
Heard flagellants whip themselves to atone for all humankind's wrongs. To appease the gods, gain their forgiveness. That why you do it?
We've each our own reasons. I seek to atone for the suffering of a living being, which once fell victim to another's vanity. I care not for humankind, preferring instead the company of animals.
Most likely some kind of wraiths tormenting you. Can't tell what kind, though. Felt weak, spent lately? Noticed bite marks on your skin?
As I said, I feel weaker by the day. And bites, of course. There are lice and midges here aplenty.
This isn't lice. Something much bigger drinks your blood while you sleep.
But I do not sleep. Not a wink. He's always present, always watching. I cannot bear it any longer.
Sadly, not much I can do. Can't exterminate it if I can't see it.
The grey top. I shall make a brew of it for you. I've 2 mushrooms left, enough for 1 dose. Perhaps then you'll see what I do.
This mushroom, even in me, could produce some nasty, unpredictable side effects.
True. There is no knowing how grey top would affect a mutated body.
A proper brew could be our only chance to figure this out. All right, high time we tried this.
Alright, you guys are about to see why this is my favorite quest in the whole entire game.
If I start muttering something about unicorns or sorceresses, ignore it.
But when we awake, something miraculous is going to happen. We're gonna transform into Dr. Dolittle.
Don't see no wraith.
Wow, this clover's amazing. Now that's what I call a bouquet.
Who said that?
Oh, you're awake. Had me worried. You were out way too long. Even considered giving you some white honey. Kinda hard to do with hooves, though.
Roach. Your voice. It's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? Far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point. Must be the brew that did this. Interesting side effect.
Great, isn't it? You should take this stuff more often. Got so many pointers I could give you.
Can't, sadly. Drinking this too often could prove fatal.
And the most asked question in all of the Witcher universe: why does Roach always show up when he whistles?
Hey, know how you always show up when I whistle? How's that work exactly?
Well, you're my human. Gotta be there when you need me. Yes, I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down.
Still kinda strange. How you cross the ocean when I call sometimes, but then get hung up on the tiniest fence. What's that about?
What can I say? Everyone's got limits.
I mean, how do you spawn on top of houses and trees and, you know, get stuck on invisible walls?
Listen, got this contract I need to finish before the brew wears off.
Right, monster won't slay itself. Let me see. First up, I need to know what we're dealing with. Follow me, and try not to trample any plants or small animals.
That only happened a few times, Roach. Come on, give me a break.
Geralt, we gotta inspect this area closely. I'll look for clues. You stand there and... well, just stand.
Right.
Will you look at that?
What's up, Roach? Talk to me.
Don't see anything here.
These are hoof prints. Not just any old horses either. These were left by an astral being. Otherworldly. We gotta follow them.
You know best, Roach. Let's go.
Geralt, look! This here's definitely a clue.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
Dead moths often mean a phantom's nearby.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now, what about the smell? Same whiff I caught at the cemetery in Vizima when we were hunting ghouls. The smell of... death.
Smells normal to me. Not taking me for a ride, are you?
Seriously?
And also talk to the cow.
Greetings. Excuse me.
You can also talk to the cat.
Clever man, is that it? Buck off. Leave me alone, darn it.
You can also go over here and talk to the wolf. Hi.
Ophia, have you been there? You've been to Zerikania. Ophia, have you been there?
So,
You've been to Zerikania.
that's pretty cool. Now, if you're really lucky, you can find a goat and some deer nearby. Just be careful, because if you go too far away, the quest will fail.
Boo-hoo-hoo. What is it, Greyhead? Boo-hoo-hoo.
And it doesn't look like I can find a deer anywhere around here, but
So, the morning after, is it? You look thirsty. Ooh,
Thirsty indeed.
Good dog.
In need of a song, Sir Knight? Or an epic poem, perchance? Or due respect? In need of a song, Sir Knight? Or an epic
Clever
poem,
man, is that
perchance?
it? Buck off.
Jeez, cats are so fucking rude, bro.
All right. Now I know what we're up against.
Talking to Roach is so
Right,
freaking
Geralt.
cool.
Let's sum up what we know so far.
Jinkies.
Don't know much. It's a spirit of some sort. Torments the hermit for some unknown reason. It's immaterial, so I've got no idea how to fight it. If we can even find it, that is.
Geralt, please, I got this. It's definitely an Umbra, an immaterial wraith. This one's assumed the form of a horse.
An Umbra actually makes sense. Umbrae are completely invisible, even to Witchers. But how can you be sure?
Because it's not invisible to me, doofus. It's right over there.
You doofus.
It's getting away! Come on, Witcher, hop in the saddle! Gotta catch it!
Dude, I wish Roach could talk during the whole entire game, dude. Missed opportunity for sure.
There's the Umbra! Let's go, Geralt! After it!
We're after it.
Hey! Gotta save my strength a bit. No telling how long we're gonna need to keep running.
No, you're good. You're the best Roach horse mare in the whole entire lands. Don't forget you're a
Geralt,
champion, Roach.
We gotta have a man-to-horse talk. No offense, but your riding skills, they leave a bit to be desired, buddy.
What?
You'd
You're
really
champion.
do me a solid if you could apply a slightly surer hand. Be a little more decisive about where you want me to go.
That's
Sometimes
true.
I got no idea, buddy. Do I go left, right, toward where I'm standing?
Yeah, it'd be great if you could respond more fluidly to my commands.
Hey, heard this one? Horse walks into a tavern, and the innkeeper says, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" Ah!
My gosh, man.
Let's not lose sight of that Umbra. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. Run, Roach.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Gotta save the best quest for last, huh, guys? The fact that they did this
Almost
quest,
being
dude,
candid, I gotta ask.
perfect.
Why do you sometimes buck me off in the middle of a fight?
First I've heard. Don't recall that ever happening.
Of course you don't.
So funny, man.
Melted into thin air. Oh, fuck! Geralt, watch out!
CD Projekt, man, is so freaking awesome for making this quest. Like, how they even thought of this, man, it's so crazy. And there was one. Let's go ahead and make another trap here. Maybe pop Quinn too, just in case things don't go my way for some reason. Alright, let's check it out.
Marcello Clarici, Knight. Died last year. Was more or less the same age as our hermit. Seems his spirit's become a horse-shaped umbra that's tormenting Penastri.
Why are you telling me this? I can read and draw my own conclusions.
Thinking aloud, that's all. Helps me focus.
Geralt, it's the Umbra! Attack!
Let me explain.
Talk, but make it fast. Why are you tormenting the hermit?
She torments me, refuses to forgive me. I'm denied peace in the afterlife, and it's all her doing. Each day I come and beg her for clemency.
Beg her for clemency? You drink her blood, drive her mad with fear.
I don't know how to explain it, but yes, a monstrous force takes me. Though I also know I'll not have peace till the day Pinastri forgives me.
You and the hermit, how do you know each other?
We met as babes, grew up side by side. I loved her. Yet she was always sad. Nothing could cheer her. The world terrified her. I thought her gloom came from being poor. So I did my damnedest to take us from our village, make us a better life elsewhere. Became a squire, took her with me to the palace. But Pinastri soon learned nobles are no more decent than peasants, not a speck. Once even I'd grown vile to her eyes, she fled the palace and joined the flagellants. I left the court to be near her, yet she cast me off. Said she didn't want to know me. When the whip-bearers proved too hard-hearted for her too, she became a hermit. I see it clearly now, though I never understood her while alive. From the grave's dark depth, the living are bright, sharp flares. You see all their thoughts at once. Now I understand why she had to cast me off.
She's full of rage. Probably what turned you into an Umbra. Why take the form of a horse?
A horse? What do you mean? Each day since I died, a power lifts me from my grave and makes me run. Then I return with blood in my mouth. I don't know what this is, how it comes to pass, but I do know the torment will continue until she forgives me. But she sees me as a horse, you say?
Seems so. Same way I saw you. Must have hurt her something awful if she refuses to forgive you, would rather see you suffer. What did you do?
To her? Nothing. But my horse, I flogged it to death. Pinastri, she saw this. Proud stallion, my Blaze. But he was a bucker, and tossed me during a tourney. One I'd wanted to win badly. Pinastri had been so glad they'd let me stand. Me, a peasant's son. I wanted to win it for her. But that horse made me lose. Rage overcame me. I struck and struck until at last he fell. Oh, the regret. I beg you forgive me. Absolve me in Blaze's very name.
So here you have two options. You don't deserve mercy, you attack him. You get the Umbra trophy, but ultimately you get the bad ending to the quest because he doesn't get forgiveness and he still kind of feeds on the hermit. And this one, asking for forgiveness, Roach actually has to forgive him in place of her, so it kind of works.
Can't forgive you for that. Not in my power.
But your horse could? Please, I'd do anything. I'm desperate. Help me. Noble mare, forgive me my sin.
Could free his spirit, pardoning him on behalf of his horse. But you shouldn't do it if you don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Did a rotten thing. Got no excuse. Your horse was loyal. Did the best damn job he could. 'Cause that's how we horses are.
True. I know I deserved what befell me.
But we aren't vengeful, don't hold grudges, don't dwell on being left in monster-infested woods. So, in your poor Blaze's name, I forgive you.
Had to add that in there, huh, Roach?
Oh,
Make us feel bad.
Thank you. I feel it's incredible. Such relief, such lightness.
I feel like the armor saddle that I gave Roach kind of ruins it.
Guess we might
the
as well
moment
head
a little
back.
bit.
Penastri's nights ought to be ghost-free from now on. Anything to add, Geralt?
Nope. Let's go see her. Phantom's gone. Shouldn't torment you ever again.
I felt a change. I did. As if I'd been released from a cramped, dank cellar. I had come to believe no one could help me. I'm grateful, Witcher. I'm well aware Witchers work for hire, for pay. But I've no coin, alas. I can offer only this.
She gives us 60 potatoes, I think.
Potatoes?
Good crop this year. Exceptional.
Ought to thank my horse, actually. Phantom's departure, mostly Roach's doing.
Then I thank you too, noble creature.
Gotta admit, easy peasy with our powers combined. So, what now? We hit the path? Ride to the nearest notice board? Rustle up another contract?
Exactly. Though, effects of the bruise waning, I can feel it. Won't be able to understand you soon.
Ah, that's horseshit. I mean, I got so much more I want to tell you, and...
Clever beasts, horses. Farewell, Witcher.
I saw that. What were you doing with your butt, Roach? I seen that. Alright, and that is literally my most favoriteest quest in the game, and you guys could probably see why, man. You guys could probably see the appeal. I love that the company did that. One thing I should mention is the song that Roach here was singing was by David Bowie. I think it is called As the World Falls Down. It's an old song, but yeah. Masterpiece quest, though. Absolutely love this game. So next we are at this cave entrance. And we're almost there. We're almost to the very last side quest that we're going to do. Spoontaneous Profits. We still got to go look for that treasure over here. But we are at this cave. But man, I will forever remember that quest, man. Such an awesome quest. There's a bunch of wolves here. There's a bunch of wolves outside as well. I'm not hitting this wall. There we go. Let's go deeper in a little bit. Might as well grab all this stuff on the way. Oh, damn. Just launched himself. Alright, let's see what's deeper in over here. Let's take a swallow potion too. Red armor dye. That actually looks pretty damn cool on a couple of armors. I even thought about doing this one in all red. That would also look pretty cool, I think. Nice little diagram too, actually. I actually don't remember that sword. Might check it out here. Ah, it's a silver sword, 620 damage. Ard sign intensity. Damn, that would actually be really, really good for an Ard build. One thing also that I didn't mention is if you guys are going to do New Game Plus, you can actually get these in the Grandmaster Legendary Griffin Silver Sword. You can actually get Grandmaster Legendary everything. That's the next step up. It'll do a little bit more damage. I think it's like requires level 90 though or something like that. So it gets pretty crazy. I'm not going to be embarking on the New Game Plus journey, but we're just going to be moving on to the next thing after the main quest and Blood and Wine is done. But whoever goes on that journey, man, definitely enjoy yourselves. Alright guys, we are here at the treasure cave. It's time to go in. Open sesame, we have the key. We got a pasta recipe, honey spice cake recipe, and a crayfish boil recipe. Dude, the cook is gonna have time of her life with all that, isn't she? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know some of these ingredients, but anything with one bowl of ricotta in it, anything with ricotta cheese, man, with some pasta, that shit's gonna be banging. Let's see, honey spice cake, got some honey, that sounds delicious too. And fish, very, very healthy, man. If you guys don't like fish, well, I just definitely suggest incorporating fish into anyone's diet. It's not the tastiest, but it's definitely the healthiest. Especially if you guys are working out, trying to bulk up, or in the gym. Fish is huge, man. Huge part of your diet. Definitely should be. Now that we looted this place, I do believe that we have a fight up here. There she is. The Bianchi. Is that your treasure or what, huh? And with that, we are on our final 3 things that we're going to do for side things. We have one more final monster's nest. This is a forktail. Actually, go ahead and pop Quinn. And I'll go ahead and pop some Yrden too. Against single target attacks, I definitely do the stream of fire. I don't do that so much.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Absolutely. Might as well grab everything in the area, right? Alright, now I did take a Superior Golden Oriole for this. Over here by Duntine Castle, there is an unmarked cave entrance that has a bunch of these guys around, and I actually just got full healed, thank you. There's actually 2 of them, I already killed one of them. I don't even know if that actually, it doesn't look like that hit, actually. Where'd you go? Way over here. Damn, that actually almost killed me. We didn't come here previously is because there's really nothing too good inside of this cave here. Quite literally, it just has a body in it. Someone got to this thing first. And there's quite literally nothing else in here. Alright, and now that we have saved every night in Toussaint, every night in the land from complete and total fucking embarrassment, let's go get paid for it.
Fiddlesticks. Greetings, knight. I've heard reports of feats of great bravery. Thus, please accept this reward for your dedication, sir.
700 crowns. Not too bad.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
And just like that, you guys, we are almost done with the game. That is quite literally every secondary quest and unmarked thing in the game that we have covered now. Only one thing left to do, and that is the main quest in the DLC. A couple episodes left. Let's go ahead and finish strong, you guys. I'll see you all there in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a very successful week or weekend, my successful gamers.